Stay tuned at the end of the video for an update of my moving around saga and where I landed, sort of. See you then. Man, did I make the right choice. Yay me. Yay, the courage to make certain choices. Hello, beautiful. One of my very favorite things to do, it always brings me so much joy, is to go get fresh spring water. I've been drinking everywhere, different springs for decades. And every time it's just such a joy from getting what comes out of Mother Earth and to nourish my body with that. And I was thinking that as highly sensitive people, we're used to talking about our perception of more information, more subtle stimuli, a deeper way of processing emotions and feeling things and all of that. But we also have to think that if our nervous system and our body is designed that way, that it's very likely that it is also highly sensitive to what we put into it. It just kind of makes sense, right? If we're one of these fine-tuned machines, then we have to think of what we put in our bodies. And for me, water, we know that we're mainly, I forget the number now, but we're like 80% water. And to me, getting water that is actually the way it's been designed in Earth, a lot of the water we get from tap mostly, it's often wastewater that has been treated with tons of chemicals to extract anything that is, potentially harmful and distasteful for us to drink. But as it does that, it also takes away anything that is alive in the water. Everything that is minerals and different micronutrients that are present when it is actually part of nature, what everything feeds itself with and contributes to. So water to me is super, super important. And I would suggest anybody who can have access to pure water, it's really a gift to the body. I know that for me, I drink a lot of water. And when I don't have access to spring water, I'll buy some bottled water at the store, spring water. But my consumption is really heightened when I know that it's alive and that my cells are actually recognizing and getting what they need to fuel themselves. I've just come to pick up some water here at this spring in the canyon up from Sedona. And oh my God, it brings me so much joy. It's like I feel it rising from my belly. It's cold, it started to rain, I'm in my light shorts and I'm shivering a little bit. And it's just like, it's aliveness. Oh my God, it's like the joy that I'm feeling. I can taste it. It's delicious. It's joy rising. And if you're interested in trying to find some natural spring water, there's a website that's called Find a Spring, and I think it covers all of North America. And I know that everywhere I've traveled, from the West Coast to Canada to Cape Cod, Florida, New York, New Jersey, sometimes I've had to drive an hour and a half to get to it, but to me it's worth it. There are so many springs that are listed on there, and people make comments about the access and what's the quality of the water or how long it's been there. So it's actually a very interesting website to look at and to contribute to and to support, because I think it's wonderful that somebody has taken the time and they've been around for years and they keep improving. It's got a few glitches, but they're really working on it. So I recommend you take a look. So as highly sensitive people, let's just remember that I don't think it's only our nervous system that is more sensitive. I think it's our whole body, which also may have something to do with a lot of highly sensitive people having chronic illness or some illness that the medical system cannot recognize, and it's just kind of this mystery, because we have bodies that need more attention. your highly sensitive nature. We're all discovering more and more about it, but think about it in terms of your physical body as well, that needs some TLC and some mindfulness and some attention paid to it. So this is one of the things that has, as complicated as my digestive system is from having had ulcerative colitis from the time I was 11 years old and having my large intestine removed 30 years ago and all that, it's a very delicate thing that is often out of balance. But that water thing, to me, I always know does good to my body. So give it a try. I highly suggest it. I love you. I'm going to continue to enjoy this absolutely wonderful little spot here in Sedona. And I am sending you love. Hey, dear ones, dear friends that are following my saga of moving around and always last minute, last day, scrambling, hustling to find a place. And as some of you knew, I had to move on January 2nd. And last minute, of course, I found a place. It was temporary for 2 to 3 weeks. So I moved on the 2nd. And lo and behold, I was allergic to something in that place. So I had to move again. But something magical happened. And I want to take the time to make a proper video about it because it is such a deep, profound willingness and change on the inside that's manifesting on the outside. And I feel like I'm changing reality or something. Anyway, with the move and the move again, and now I'm making a nest of my new little place because as highly sensitive people, I don't know if you're like me, but in order for my nervous system to calm down, I need to create a nest with some order and some beauty and feel like it's a place that I can move around where my energy flows and can relax. So I'm busy doing that. That's why I shared this video about water that I recorded before all this moving around. And so by next Sunday, I will take the time to share that properly because there are so many things that I feel are great, great lessons in my life and that could apply to other people. And I really want to take the time to make some notes and share with you the depth of what I'm going through right now. So that should be next Sunday. For now, I wish you a beautiful week and I will see you soon. I love you. Thanks for being here. Happy second week of 2024, a new life. Man, did I make the right choice. Yay me, yay the courage to make certain choices.